So Friday afternoon, and we have Dr SLane in the house again with some new equipment. So
no, I didn't buy a bike, I promise.
It is the wheels though. I've just seen SLane put on tubeless wheels onto the open upper, and the process looked pretty easy.
Yeah, I've done it a few times. I did all my TT wheels tubeless with the Vittoria Speeds on my head wheels. And these big bad boys, the 650B mountain bike ones, I just got the rotors and stuff today, and after a few little mods, and I just whacked some tyres on, and it's about time you went tubeless.
The process looked very, very easy. Now, I've watched a few how-to videos.
I make everything look easy.
Well, SLane makes it look easy. A few how-to videos on YouTube I've watched. That looks easy. So this afternoon, it's Friday afternoon beers time. Not that I drink beers, but SLane, you can have a beer if you want. What we're going to do this afternoon is I'm going to try and follow the process that I just saw SLane do. So this isn't a how-to, this is a can Llama actually do it.
And I'm going to laugh at him when he does it wrong.
So we'll get this bike out of the way, we'll get my tyres off here, and we'll fit these Hutchison Galactics onto my bike. And
Star Treks.
And we'll put some goop on. So let's get to it. Oh, I just made life hard for myself. There we go.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I think we'll start with the front wheel. So going from 25mm GP4000s to 25mm other tyres, so there shouldn't be too much difference at all, so no brake alignment changing. It's just getting these off and the other one's on. Out of the way. So first of all, okay, that's all deflated. Popping these off. Okay, that was one easy part done. Now these already have some rim tape on the inside. SLane, did we leave that on?
I don't know, is it tubeless rim tape?
It is, but the hole has already been pressed through by a non-tubeless.
Is it tubeless rim tape?
It's tubeless ready, so I guess so.
Yeah, that stuff will be fine. I reckon that'll seal. I'm pretty sure that's tubeless tape.
Well, it looks pretty solid.
It's stuck. It's not like
it's not like a normal cloth-based tape or anything like that. Okay, well let's go with that. With what's already on there.
Where's your valve?
We have valve to install. Now, are these directional is the next question.
That's always the question. Arrows forward, pointy bits forward, yeah?
Pointy bits forward, okay, we go with that.
Isn't it, usually? Check.
Where's half the gear? Tubeless.
Friday chaos.
Yep, arrows forward, there we go. Let me, Tony Hawk, eat your heart out.
Do a kickflip.
Not in these shoes. So tyre on, so we put that on. So
I'm assuming you run your skewer on the left side, so that's the way it'll go.
Yep, okay, cool. So we get that on. So the deal is, writing is always where the valve is because that's easy to pump up where the tyre, to find out where the valve is when we pump
No,
things
mate,
up.
that's not the reason why you put it there. It's because we're all OCD and it'll look silly.
Right, now this is the tricky part. We want to bead this on the centre.
Just get that side on, you'll be fine.
Done.
Oh, okay.
No, hang on, I've overshot the mark.
This is much easier.
I've overshot to the other side of the tyre.
Yeah, if it's that loose, it's going to be fine.
I've never had to roll a tyre on in the reverse direction before.
No, you're doing it right. Don't use your thumbs, use your palms.
Palms? Okay, palms. Now, push that over that side first where the
yeah, it started there,
but the valve is.
You got to get all the slack down to that point there. So I'd nearly go, yeah, that way.
So from this way.
So push it down.
Yep. Okay, so what we need to do is get that on the inner bead, but with all the slack pushed down to the bottom. Now, I've been to YouTube University for this, so I think I've lost all the slack.
Nah, it's not too bad.
Too bad?
It's going to go on easy. You're not even going to need a tyre lever.
Just have to think the wheel onto the rim. Think. Is that it?
You make it look very awkward.
Oh. Got a tyre lever handy? This is not cheating, is it? This is not gonna, I can just pop this over like that. Beauty.
That was easy.
Okay. That wasn't too bad. Although I made it look a little awkward. Your mountain bike ones looked a lot easier than that. Okay, so tyre on, rim tape is in and should be correct.
Now it should just pump up.
So we should pump this up.
I don't know, how are you going to pump it up?
So what I'm going to try is pump it up with my standard pump. I know you're laughing already, but I'm going to try and pump this up with my standard pump vigorously, according to GCN.
I have a feeling it's actually going to go.
Yeah?
I think that tyre's tight enough that it'll just actually
Okay, I like your confidence.
make my awesome shots thingy redundant.
Okay, so but what we want to do is pump it up fast enough so the tyre beads out onto the outside of the rim, and then we look at putting the goop inside. So we'll give this... So...
You're going to do one-handed quick, are you? What, it's already got pressure?
Yeah.
Go Hutchinson.
It does. It already has pressure in it.
Yeah, wow, that was
But it's going
easy.
to crack, isn't it? So do I get scared with the cracks? Do I need some protection or...
And we'll get the mic near it so it's a good crack.
Okay, we're going to go with it. Let's hope denim holds.
Yeah, wow, I'm impressed.
So it should crack into place though. That's going up. We're at 60. It hasn't popped. Is it going to explode? That's only 120.
What? Maybe it's not going to crock. Maybe some of them don't. Like,
Yeah.
it depends what sort of bead they've got, I guess. You mightn't even need the goop in it.
Get out of here. That just pumped up. No tube.
That was easy.
No way. Does it sit right? Get out of town. It was that easy. So that's the tubeless tyre on.
That was the easiest one I've ever seen.
Wicked. So the process from here, let me know if this is correct. Now this is on the bead. I'll let it down, take the core out of here and put some goop in, which is the sealant goop.
Yep.
And then we roll it around a little bit and then we pump it back up. But given how easy that was, we shouldn't have any leaks or anything on the way.
Well, yeah, you'd have to leave it for a little bit to see if it's actually going to leak a bit, but it seems like it's sealed pretty good.
I was hoping something was going to go wrong.
Yeah, I know. I thought this was going to be a bloopers reel.
We're going to have some fun on Friday afternoon, covered in goop and everything, and it was going to smash me in the...
Should have just got drunk and done it.
Next time. So we're going to let this down, and we'll take the core out.
Yeah, and I have a little thing over here.
Okay, so we have a core extraction tool. Stand by for the rear tyre. It's not going to be that easy. Okay, so we have a little tool that goes in here. We should do this more often.
Inflation parties.
Okay, so we have the valve out of here. Tyre has next to no pressure in it, and it has actually held onto the bead there. So here's the fun part. Time for some goop. Doc Blue, Dr SLane. Shake. According to this, it says 60 mil for a standard bike or 30 mil for a racing bike. I'm still half a racer.
What about for an indoor bike? You probably don't need that actually. You're not going to get a flat.
Kick it and kick a climb. We don't need wheels. So let's 45 mil. So I'll go.
It'll be chuck it here. You hang on to that.
Hang on.
Be a seal cap thing.
There we go. You're right. This is way too smooth. This is way too smooth to
Never use your teeth, kids.
Slane's got falsies. Well, you will after that. That's going to go on me. Just poke a hole. How not to open goop. Will that shut you up if it actually blows in your mouth? Here, can I just smash? You hang on to it?
Yeah.
Gee, that's not going anywhere. Okay, we're good. This is not a how-to, this is a... Oh, you want that cap on, right?
Well, that'll make it easier to put in there, mate.
This is a me stumbling through this.
Now,
No.
tip it in.
So we
You
want...
do it all. I don't want to be part of this. How much are you putting in there?
45 mil. Okay, this looks like liquid paper. Is that pretty much what it's...
No.
Okay, cool. It's about 45, it's about 3/4 full of this stuff. We're going to put this on.
Yeah.
And we're going to
Bring it up to our level, or do you want to do it down there?
I'll do it, hang on.
So start it off on an angle and then roll it. So that's not going upside down. Just start it there, get it on there.
So I just push that in?
Yeah, just sit over it. Now roll it down.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay,
and then
yeah.
just squeeze slowly in.
That's not going anywhere. Does that have a lid?
Oh, there's a cap in the top of that.
Why? But how do I get that out?
Screwdriver? That's
Oh, that's the cap off that bottle that stuck its...
didn't have anything in it in the first place.
Sure. Okay, so there we go.
Extra safety.
Okay, so now I roll it
No,
around.
just get it so it's and just squeeze it in. Just little bits at a time.
Oh, that just is so foreign to me, putting goop into a wheel like that. Okay, cool. Not a drop on me, much, just on my pants. So that's in there. Now we want the valve back in.
Yeah, haven't you got it?
No.
The next 30 minutes of this video is Shane looking for the valve core.
We have the valve core. Okay, so valve core back in. Tool. Okay, tight enough so it won't pop out. Now this goes in my right pocket. We put that down and we just sort of roll it around a little bit.
Oh, there's an
Shake.
easy way.
But that's just going to send where you need. I'd do it slower.
Yeah, just do it first. But then now pressure. Now put some pressure in it, and it'll push it all out. It was sealed anyway, so it's all good.
So we don't
That's
need
just-
to.
No,
I
just
saw
pump it
somebody
up
do
now.
this. Let me just do this a little bit. Just
They were wrong.
we'll just do this a little bit. Okay, now I'm happy that I've done that, and now we just pump it up again and we're done. No.
And come back in a little while and see if it stayed up. And if it hasn't, you just got to keep turning it around a bit.
As I said, stand by for the rear because something's got to blow up. Can't be this good or this easy. I've heard horror stories of this.
Yeah, well, that was, you made it look elegant.
Is this vigorous enough for you? Pretty much going to be running these at 80 anyway, so 80, yeah?
You know it's at 80, you got to just check later on and see if it's got 80 and if it's lost anything.
I need some of those tyre whizzes.
That'd be cool, actually.
It's a little bit of unbalance or imbalance of the wheel itself, probably because the goop is settled.
Really?
Yeah,
It's not
just
settled. The goop would be...
No, not too bad. I'll call it a day for that. I'm pretty happy.
I'm impressed.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Now let's get something and stab it and see what happens.
Video number 2, we'll go out on the road with these later on, but
Just go ride Cube Boulevard.
with the tax, we're going to have another collapse over there, are we? No, we're good.
Mouse.
Job done. Okay, rear. Chapter 2.
Can we do this one with the CO2 inflator? See what happens?
Vote down. We want CO2 inflator. This is not live. We're doing
Not
it with,
no,
we're doing
O2 inflator.
We're doing it with the
not
nitrous
the
inflator.
CO2.
We're going to do this one, something a little different. We will use the CO2 inflator.
O2 inflator. I don't have any CO2.
You don't
I
have?
can't extract it
Nitros?
from the atmosphere. Compressed O2.
Is it lighter? Same rim tape that's already on. So that's what they shipped with the Hunt wheels. That's pretty straightforward. Cool.
Well, we should do this from start to finish and set the Guinness World Record for setting up tubeless tyres.
Don't put too much pressure on me early on. It's the end of the week. I've had a shit week. You may have seen my other videos I've done this week, Slane. It's been a shit week. Oh, it's been alright. We can turn this into a podcast. Actually, I will query you on that. Somebody said on the live stream today, your thoughts on the Trainer Road step test versus a 20-minute power test versus the one that we've done. The two.
Know.
I think we can do a quick one about the step test versus the steady state 20-minute test. I'm not a fan of the steady state test. We'll talk about that.
Because that's real life where you've got to actually ride hard for 20 minutes?
No, because a lot of amateur cyclists and even good cyclists are unable to judge the correct effort for 20 minutes.
So hang on.
We'll talk about it another
So they can do, but from those numbers they can then judge it for an hour like they're supposed to be able to.
No, a little bit more complex than that. We'll talk about it later. We'll do that over dinner. I've gone too quick on this. I was too confident. Ah, there we go.
It'll go just as easy. Hang on, there you go.
Valve. Now I'll put this one in. Oh, you give me too many parts. I got to know what to do. So that
Just
comes
do
off
it up
that.
pretty tight. I'll grab the.
So we want the valve in pretty tight, do we? We don't want. Oh, it'll seal with the sealant on the inside of the valve, yeah.
No, you want the rubber to seal it.
So we don't leave that loose?
No, do it up pretty tight so that rubber stopper on the end pulls up tight against the rim.
Okay.
Well, that's the way I've done it.
Okay, same deal again with this. Try and stretch that out and down to give us the best possible chance of popping a vein in my head. I kind of get it to there and let go, and so I don't really. Actually, that's not too bad. It's the facial expression that does it. Hang on. Yeah. See? Straight on. Beauty. Now, you have a special O2 inflator.
So typically you get to this point and you use the hand pump. It doesn't actually
As you saw in chapter 1, and that worked.
do it.
Yeah.
Because you need this gush of air to get it
Pop
to
it out, but
seal around.
so that wasn't typical what we had there.
Well, maybe it is. It's never been for me. I don't think I've ever done of the dozen tubeless tyres I've set up that would never have worked.
Okay. Bring out the scuba. Bring out the scuba. Now I'm going to stand back on this because it's not jackass. I'll let you take over from here while I fill the goop bottle up.
So that is steel or aluminium cylinder
How do you pump that up?
with a standard valve on top.
Hey, that's cool. So you just pump that up with your standard tyre
So let's
inflator.
just do that.
We'll try and multitask here while I fill this up. This is horrible.
Now you've spilled.
Okay, now I've spilt some. It was bound to happen at one point. It smells like... Yeah, smell that. Rubber? It smells like plastic rubber. I guess exactly that's what it is.
What's it taste like?
No.
All right, can we beat it? I'm scared to actually have
I'm
this against my leg.
a little worried, so I'm going to take...
Why are you worried?
I don't know what this is going to do.
It's all good. There you go.
Get out of here.
Done.
Get out of here. To camera, spin. Did it seat?
Yeah. That's pretty good.
I have not seen it be that easy. That's
It's because it's such a small volume.
okay.
So with those big fat mountain bike tyres,
Yep.
you just need
That's
that
what I heard.
big-
It was the big crack around the whole rim of that, but that just slid out. Okay, so same process as before. We will put the goop in. I filled that a little bit too much, so I'll only put not as much in as I've got in the bottle here. I have the tool. Rock and roll.
Job done.
Where's the part where it explodes?
Is there any YouTube clips of people actually exploding these things doing this? It's a myth.
I was hoping to make one. This is what we're trying to do on a Friday afternoon. Okay, now let's get the goop in here. Same deal, on an angle. Because SLane knows what he's doing.
Pause it in.
Yep.
Then roll it
but
down.
not all of it though, because I've just filled this up way too much. That's just... Yep, spot on. That's a little bit left over. Okay. Goop is in there. I shall pull out my pocket of goodies, which is the valve. Is there any left in the O2? Oof. I can hear it.
Let's pump it up to whatever
and we're
give them
done.
a spin.
We'll get them. We'll pump them back up. Give them a bit of a spin. Put them back on the bike, and then I guess I'm gonna have to come out later and check them to see everything's locked in. Okay, cool. But that's all we'll cover today for getting these on.
Come race with me tomorrow.
That's just phenomenal.
0 tubes. It's pretty amazing, actually.
It's taken me a long time because of this exact process is why I haven't done it, because it was just going to be a pain in the ass.
Wait till you're on the side of the road with a big gash in the side of your tyre and there's that white crap everywhere.
I am still going to be carrying a tube because you can boot these with a tube and get home at least. But with this goop inside, it should be right to go. Is there any left?
No,
you've drunk it all.
Just pump it up. You might want to unscrew that, bro. Notice Miller's single-handed pumping style.
Now, you know where I've learnt this?
I prefer the two-handed pumping style. Yes, that's where you're holding a disc adapter onto the disc.
Every time trialist knows how to pump a tyre up with one hand. If you don't, you're not a time trialist, or you don't have a disc wheel with a crack pipe adapter. Never forget.
Done.
Beauty.
Well, that was uneventful.
Well, there we have it. I'm kind of standing in a bit of a compromising position here. Let me wrap this up once these are on the bike. But that's just too easy. Hunt wheels, well done. These wheels were, tyres were supplied on the recommendation of Hunt Wheels because I said to them, what are the best ones for your wider rims? Here, the race Aeros that I've got. You've seen the 2 videos I've already done on these wheels themselves. So they do come tubeless ready. That was just brilliant. It really was. Let's tidy up and we'll get them back on the bike and we're done. We have local plovers, you can hear them outside. They'll be nesting soon and
They'll be attacking you.
They'll be attacking soon because not only magpies will have plovers, but we also have GoPros, which will make that a bit of fun. Okay, we're on. A late Friday afternoon well spent. It's time. There we have it. Okay, we're all done. Thank you so much to Dr SLane for giving me a practical example on his wheels just before doing this and for helping out while I stumbled through that. And
I'm kind of disappointed it went so smoothly.
That was bloody brilliant. What else is what's going to go wrong today? Something else has to go wrong because I've had 3 power meters line up perfectly. I've had those tyres go on perfectly. I think we'll call it a day there.
I randomly turned up on your doorstep.
That's fine.
What more could someone want?
Are you shouting dinner?
I'm not even having dinner with you. I've got a hotter dinner date.
I'm not even Slane's dinner date. All right, have a good weekend, everyone. There we are. Tubeless done in about 20 minutes or so. We'll be back with the ride and yeah, I'll give you an overview of turning to tubeless on the road.
See how low you can run them now, because you're not going to have pinch flats.
10 PSI. It's going to be like riding
Ballarat
on
Road,
clouds.
silky smooth.
All good. All right, thanks for watching. See you soon.